Did you know that in 2022, 73% of suicides recorded in the country were committed by men? Every day, fathers, brothers, uncles, and friends are struggling with their mental health all around us, and they are too scared to talk about it. Today, that stigma is being torn down at the Men's Mental Health and Cancer Awareness Conference. Dr. Ramon Yakab, an oncologist, spoke with us about the concerning trend of cancer diagnosis in Belize.
For Belize, projections are that there are approximately around 400 new cancer cases every year. Those 400 new cases are for this year alone. In the next 5-10 years, we're expecting for it to double on a yearly basis. Now, the most common cancers, yes, include breast cancer, cervical cancer, prostate cancer. And if we were to take an example, a pie, almost half of all cancer cases are in men. The sad part is that only 3 in every 10 patients that are coming in for clinic. So men are just not coming in. We're not seeing that reflected.
Dr. Yakab revealed that a large portion of male cancer patients are diagnosed with advanced stages. He says that the stigma against being tested contributes to this trend.
Is there a stigma? That's a good question. And I do believe it has to do with culture. Men, we generally see them as that strong family leader. Most of the times they are willing to sacrifice themselves, but ensure that the rest of the family can go on, the breadwinners, if you may. So it's a cultural, it's a societal norm. And I think it's deeply embedded, and that's something that we want to change. I mean, certainly there are other constraints, financial constraints, knowing that you need to do different tests. But most of the time, it's going to be more the norms that we have in society.
For many men, a cancer diagnosis leads to depression and anxiety as they grapple with providing for their family and fighting the disease. Stephen Duncan, a cancer survivor of over 10 years, told us about his journey with prostate cancer.
Men want things to be over and done with. They want finality. They bring things to an end. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. And we need to learn how to take it one step at a time. I had to do that. I had to go through that. And not thinking that because you might have a bad day today, that it's the end. So the journey is very important, and I think this panel that I am sitting on, dealing with the mental aspect of it, is very important as we fight and deal with cancer, because it helps us to go beyond what the physical sign might be telling us. And playing the mental game, there is a mental, psychological aspect to it, and we have to be able to deal with it.
The event was a men's-only safe space so that participants would not be ashamed to talk about their health issues. Kim Simplice Barrow, president of the Belize Cancer Society, told us more about that decision.
We live in a machismo culture, and a lot of times men don't feel comfortable talking about mental health issues or even health issues. And so for us, it was important to create a safe space for men to listen to the panelists, to have interactions and have questions with our panelists.
According to Stephen Duncan, men tend to shy away from others about their feelings, making it difficult to form a support system.
I don't think we talk to other men about our sickness. In fact, if possibly you don't want anybody to know. I think it's a weakness. And I have developed sufficient confidence over the years, I think, following my diagnosis and my treatment, to be able to encourage other men, which I try to do whenever I am aware of a situation.
The conference was organized by the Belize Cancer Society, the Ministry of Health, PAHO, and Belize Healthcare Partners. Dr. Jorge Hidalgo, a critical care specialist, says that the goal is to encourage men to get tested annually.
Ms. Kim Simplis Barrow, as you know, she is the president of the Cancer Society, and she asked me, along with other few more in the group, to lead a men's initiative for cancer awareness, for cancer advocacy, for cancer prevention. I mean that the most we want to achieve today is to have everybody to be aware of the importance of early recognition, early detection, and also at the end of the day, we are going to launch the initiative of Men's for Cancer Initiative with the main purpose of that advocacy, also early detection, and trying to create awareness around the men's community about cancer.
Britney Gordon for News 5.